Welcome to another vlog with Juan and Mike from Pack Your Essentials. In this episode, we're checking out Luxor Temple and Karnak Temple. I hope you guys enjoyed as much as we did because they're simply amazing. Don't forget to subscribe.
So after 2 days of work, we are out and about again. We are going to Luxor Temple. It's going to be really nice at sunset because you get obviously the daytime and obviously the night lights are meant to be really cool there. So we're on the way there now. Here we are, Luxor Temple. There's a great little square in front. It's definitely worth checking out after. And we're on the way in there now. So we made it here to Luxor Temple. It's right in the middle of the town as well, which is brilliant. 500 Egyptian pounds to get in. You have this behind us. In front of us, I should say. Let's check it out.
Cool. Let's check it out. This Avenue of Sphinxes, it's so cool.
Yeah, so you just got it excavated properly. Like I think it was, I see some of the signs around saying 1949 when it seemed to have started. But it's just so cool. It's like leading up to the temple itself. So we're strolling around inside here.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's so well kept. So we're in the middle of the temple now. It's very small. Like you're probably getting this done easy, probably about an hour, I'd say. What do you think?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't seen it all, but I don't think it's much more down there.
Yeah, like you could probably rush it in 20 minutes if you really want to.
Oh, yeah,
or
you
you
can
could
just
take your
walk
time. Coming up to sunset now, and you can see it's a little bit busy behind me, but everyone, it seems like sunset's the time you really come here. So you can see the lights have come on now, and it definitely gives it an added feel. This is a great spot.
It looks beautiful though. It does, like daylight and sunset, it's two different vibes, honestly, but it's really, really pretty. So
Yeah.
This is a UNESCO World Heritage Site built in the New Kingdom.
Yeah, so like it's actually quite unusual because this temple wasn't built for one god or one pharaoh. It's actually built for kingship.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool to see the various statues and various drawings and pictures on the wall.
It looks really cool.
Yeah.
It's one of the most well-preserved ancient Egyptian temples. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's very similar to Habu Temple that we seen a few days ago. To be honest, I think I preferred Habu Temple a little bit more, but
Yeah.
I think the reason is like the same way to what happened when we visited Colosseum in Rome. We weren't as surprised by it because we've seen the previous Colosseum in Turkey. So I think when you see something for the very first time, it's such a wow factor that the next time you see something similar but more famous, it doesn't have the same effect as it would if you visit that the first time.
Yeah, it's more of a shock factor as what I said. So we're probably not blown away by this one, whereas the other day we were 100%. Like probably top tips from me anyway is get here. Probably we got here at about 4:30, quarter past 4, so it was perfect timing. There wasn't that much
quiet.
of a crowd,
Yeah.
so you got to see the daylight and it was quietish. And then we're seeing obviously the sunset and the nighttime, but now the lights, which is really cool to see. As I mentioned, it's 500 pounds each to get in. Standard enough for Egypt. Everywhere seems to have student discounts also, so you can use your student card.
But you need to have your international card
you
and
yeah.
you need to be a maximum of 22 years old.
Yeah, so
if you're over that, unfortunately you can't use your student ID card. So if you're under that age, yeah, make sure you use it. And everywhere there's no cash, only card.
Card,
So,
yeah, they take card for all these exhibitions and all these temples and monuments you've gone to. It's been card only.
So this Sphinx Avenue is 3 kilometers long. So supposedly it takes about 45 minutes to walk all the way. And if you walk all the way, you get to Karnak Temple, which is one of the biggest temples in the world, which we're going to visit tomorrow.
Yes.
So, really
6
excited
a.m. for that, so that should be good.
6 a.m. early start. And now we're going to go and stroll.
No, we're going to walk around town.
Seems to keep going. Hello. How are you?
Even in the shop, he was like, hi.
So we've opted to walk home. Again, this is probably something you need to do. It's crazy. It's like, there's bits and bobs going on, there's people coming over to try to say you something, and it's just like part of it. So you do really gotta try walking. It's about a half-hour walk from where the temple is to where we're staying. So we're gonna go for it and see what we get on. Oh yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Another friendly as well.
So the first time we're taking a bus.
Yeah, so basically we got a bit lazy, we jumped in, we're like, right, let's go.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. It is early.
It is early
And we're up again.
and we're up exploring Karnak Temple today. I'm so excited. Don't know what to expect. Haven't seen any pictures. So
Let's go from there.
let's go.
Let's find out. And there's nobody here.
So
Look.
it's 6:15 and this is absolutely
Dead.
empty. This spot where you'll see all the buses.
It'll be full of buses now in a while, yeah.
It's actually empty now.
In
So
about 2 hours will be full of buses, so this could be an absolute great time to go here.
So we can confirm it's one of the largest religious complexes in the world. Apparently there's a hall with 134 columns, which are like what, 15 to 21 meters tall. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
So look at this, you can see the whole map. Oh no, this is the map of the whole thing. So
Yeah.
Karnak Temple, you can see it's here.
we're over there. So this is a great map actually because it shows exactly what's going on. So you have the West Bank, which is obviously this side, and then you got the East Bank, which is that side. So we were at Luxor Temple yesterday, which is here. And we walked through the market yesterday here, and obviously the avenue here, and now we've come up to temples today. We have not gone to the museum because we've done 2 in Cairo, so we said we'd leave it. So we haven't gone to the museum.
Mummification museum would have been cool. And reason to come back.
Yes, and then we go here tonight, later on. So,
And then this is a temple we're gonna visit on Sunday.
there we go. We're in. And we're in.
Oh no, it's open.
It's
there.
open, right. And again, there's nobody here. This is madness.
Panic, was like, oh, it's closed.
I think it's the idea of everyone goes to the Valley of Kings first in the morning and comes here in the afternoon.
Yeah, it could be like if you do a tour, I think that's what it's gonna done. Like you just do a whole day of temples and you start with Valley of Kings and then you end up on East Bank and do Luxor and Karnak also, because it seems like everyone is in Luxor at nighttime, like around and after sunset. So I think you're right.
And the sun's just coming up, as you can see.
Cute.
So it should be cool.
So this is actually famous for that big hall where they have 134 columns. So this is gonna be, yeah, huge.
Actually, one thing we just spotted here, the way it's mapped out, which is quite cool. So we just come through the beginning, the entrance, and we're in the square here, which is actually quite cool to see. It's nice to see it mapped out.
Yeah, it's very
So then you get a bit of an idea of where you are, because it's actually the first time we've seen a map like this while in Egypt, except actually inside the temples. Obviously the temples are quite small. The more bigger temples and areas, this is actually the first time we've seen this, which is cool to see. It just gives you a bit of an idea of where you are, like.
It's really, really well done.
As Juan mentioned, this is the Great Hall, like, and you can see the amount of columns here.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it really is.
And like the designs on them, the colors, it's just, I can only imagine how bright and colorful all of these was.
Yeah, like it reminds me of the columns in Georgia, the Chronicles of Georgia.
The Chronicles of Georgia.
Chronicles of Georgia,
that
like
was
you
pretty
see
cool.
the columns and just, yeah, this how big the thing is. And that's newly made, whereas obviously this is quite old. It's over 2,000 years old. And yeah, like as Juan mentioned, it's the biggest religious
complex
and monument in the world. So it's kind of cool to be here for this.
Yeah, pretty incredible. And make sure you not get pulled by people to take photos of you. Because they take away from the experience and then they ask for $2.
We've come towards the kind of back of the temple now, and it seems to have opened up a little bit. Kind of reminds you of Pompeii a little bit, just how big it is. We've been here now for about maybe 45 minutes already, so it is definitely bigger than Luxor Temple, 100%. There's a lot more to it, so you're probably looking easily 2 hours in here, easily, just to have a little walk around and stuff. Obviously with the crowds it could be slightly longer depending what pictures and what bits and bobs you want to do here.
Oh, here, like you already see in this part, because it's more covered, there's more color left. Wow.
So this place seems to keep on going. When you've kind of seen that you've got to the end, you just go, oh, go left here, and then open up another section again. So it seems to keep on going. So my last estimation, about 2 hours, is probably 2.5 hours easy, I'd say.
Oh, we've made it to another temple.
Like,
Actually.
we're just walking to another place, not another section. So we've made it to the Temple of Khonsu. And
Khonsu was considered to be the god of moon, and he's typically depicted with a falcon head and a head dress with a lunar disc atop a lunar crescent.
so yeah, I think we've come to the end of the temple now. It seems like, because the Avenue of the Sphinxes is here, it seems like, but it stops, but I think this is the start of it. But now what we're going to do is go back inside. We're going to take it in a little bit more, and then we're going to get some breakfast. So
We're very much like when we go somewhere, we want to explore every single nook and cranny. Like I remember the caves in Goreme. We were on our way to the open air museum and we were supposed to come back for lunch because we had work. And on the way to the open air museum were so many caves and we exploring every single one until it was too late to visit the open air museum. We had to go back, so we didn't get to see that. But just doing the exploring outside of it, it was so cool. So we're not regretting anything.
as I mentioned, like, it's so big. It's just one little section after another section after another section. So you really got to take your time inside here if you want to make the most of it.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you in the next episode where we explore Aswan. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share.